Hello everyone, this is going to be a quick guide, or as quick as I can make it anyway, on how to get the new exotic pulse, Revision 0 in Season 19. I'm going to tell you up front that this pulse rifle is very simple to acquire. All you need to do is start the weekly mission up to week 3 of Season of the Seraph, and you will get the exotic mission after running a heist in this step. You will then get access to Operation Seraph's Shield. Completing this mission will basically get you the pulse rifle. If that's all you wanted to know, then there you go. Seraph's Shield is an exotic-style mission, like a Vox Obscura from earlier this year, but this one is more puzzle-focused rather than combat. Soloing this mission on normal is not difficult at all. The combat sequences are not too tough. I would also highly suggest that you try the mission for yourself first before consulting this guide, as you only get to play this mission for the first time once. People have been reporting the mission soft locking due to accidental out of bounds or enemies not dropping certain items. If this does happen to you, I would suggest just restarting the mission. So without further ado, let's cover how to beat this place. You'll start this mission like any other operation by getting into the facility. Those of you who have done Deepstone Crypt before, this place is going to feel pretty familiar, as you're going to be using the operator, scanner, and suppressor augments to complete puzzles within the mission. Make your way through the area to the first room, which is going to have a scanner vandal. After killing the vandal, you're going to pick up the scanner buff. There will be 3 different consoles that will light up yellow, which you need to scan. You'll scan one, then another one's going to pop up, you scan that one, then the final one pops up, and you scan that one. When you scan all 3, you'll be able to move on via the space elevator. When you ride up, you'll deposit your scanner buff into the big terminal by the doorway on the right. You're going to pass through this doorway that has this grid field thing on it. When you pass through one of these fields, your augment is going to be deactivated, which is important for later puzzles. The next puzzle room is another scanner room. Grab the scanner after killing all of the stuff in here. There is a grate on the left side wall that you can shoot away to get access to the vent. Go through this vent and activate the next console, then go back the way you came. If you are ever stuck, just know that more or less anytime you do something correctly, enemies are going to show up, and the game does not make you backtrack to previous rooms. The next major room is another scanner room. Kill the vandal and take the scanner. After you scan your first console, look for shanks on an upper level ledge towards the beginning of this big room. Head towards them as the next part takes you into another vent. Go through it, drop down, and scan the next console in here. The door leading back to the main room will now open up. Next to the terminal where you deposit your augment will be a series of 4 consoles behind a glass wall. One of these will be glowing. Remember which one, then deposit your augment into the terminal. The door to the right of the terminal will open up, so you should head in and head upstairs. There's going to be 4 consoles that you can hack. Hack the one that corresponds with the one that you saw through the glass window. For example, if the one that was lit up was all the way on the right side, you're going to hack the console all the way on the right side. As soon as you hack that node, you can move on. Next, we're going to move to the microwave room. Kill all of the enemies in here and get the scanner buff. There are 2 levels to the microwave room. The top floor will show which consoles you need to hack. Again, you need the scanner buff to see which are lit up. They are not going to be the same for everyone every time. The bottom floor is where you go to hack the consoles. But if you have the scanner, notice that some floor panels are glowing and some are not. The panels that are glowing are safe to stand on. When you step on a panel that is not glowing, the room will detect you and you will get lit on fire like a lot. While the path is the same for everyone, it would not surprise me if the path changed every so often after a weekly reset, for example. You cannot jump across an unlit panel either. The fun comes from the fact that you lose the scanner buff as soon as you enter this room, so you need to memorize both the consoles to hack and the safe path to get to them if you're by yourself. If you're with a team, I assume someone can just guide you. Hack these nodes to move on. Next, you'll be using the operator augment to shoot panels on the wall or wherever they might be. The first panel you will shoot will be next to a doorway. It's pretty tough to miss this one. Go through this doorway. The next one, though, it's very easy to miss. It's in the left side room on the 3rd pillar from the right side, on the wall, behind the glass. A little annoying to see if you don't know what to look for. Go into the next room, and at the end will be a vent. Go into the vent, and there will be a hole that leads to another room, but you won't be able to get through. There's a wall panel in here to shoot. Move yourself to the left side and look slight right, and you'll be able to see it. Leave the vent and go back to the main room of this section. In this main room, close to the doorway where you first came in, will be a vent in the wall. Go in, clear out the enemies, and on the opposite side wall, you'll be able to shoot through the glass for the final panel. Then go back to the room you were just in, find the enemies, and just follow them. At the end of the trail of the enemies, you're going to find a terminal to deposit your augment. The next part is a short combat sequence, but if you're solo, there's quite a lot of enemies to kill. Kill some stuff and then damage the boss. Once the boss gets hurt a little bit, about 20%, maybe 25%, it'll call for reinforcements in the form of 3 Brigs. Kill the Brigs and all of the remaining dudes in the room to move on. You'll eventually hit a room with a bunch of Fallen behind glass. This is where you fake surrender to them. Watch for a prompt as you enter this room. You'll get your guns back in the next part, kill everything, and then activate 2 panels to open the doors in front of you. One will be next to the door that you open, and the first one will be where you just came out of after the teleport. We then have a platforming section with some rather large jumps, so make your way down. Eventually you'll hit a point where you need the operator buff to hit 3 panels to open up some platforms. Trying to describe these panels is going to be really annoying, so instead just watch the video. Keep platforming up until you hit a doorway with a terminal to deposit your operator augment. The boss that you just tried to fight will show up again in this room, kill it, and there's nothing else really going on in this room. Another operator section, the 2 panels will be on the pillars in the center of the room. Doors on the sides will open up after you hit both of these panels. The first door will give access to the room on the other side, which has a scanner augment, deposit your operator, and then pick up the scanner. Scan the console in the room where the scanner augment was, and then go back to the other side room, scan that one, and then that's when the door opens. Deposit the scanner in this next big room, and pick up the new operator augment. The panel to shoot with the operator augment will be on a half pillar coming down from the ceiling within this room. This will open a door with a scanner vandal, so place your operator augment where you just put the scanner augment previously and go grab this new scanner. And then at the end of the room, after you pick up the scanner, a teleporter is going to activate. Take this teleporter and then deposit your scanner. I promise it's not as complicated as it sounds. Finally, we have the suppressor section, which works exactly like Deepstone. Stand in the circles next to the floating balls, and a target will light up blue as long as you have the suppressor augment. Shoot the target under all of these balls in order to progress. In this case, a door will open that has a shield generator. Kill this generator to remove the servitor's shield, and then kill the servitor. You'll eventually hit a rally flag spot, rally up, and head on in. Those familiar with the third encounter of Deepstone will also find this familiar. It is more or less the third fight from Deepstone minus the whole nuclear core situation. You're going to get the suppressor augment from a vandal, go around to the 3 floating balls in the room, and shoot the boss while standing within the circles of where the balls are. This will open up 3 doorways on the sides of the room to reveal shield generators protecting the boss. You should kill these. This will deactivate the boss's shield so that you can damage the boss. You're going to do this twice for each chunk of health, and then you're done. Go into the left side room, hack this final terminal, and collect your loot in the chest that will pop up right next to it. Head back to the helm, and you will get your gun. You can dismantle this weapon immediately to get the weapon plans for it, and then you're going to head to Mars to create your own. Catalysts for this weapon will be showing up sometime later in the season. As we collect upgrades for this season, a few secrets will start to open up. Certain areas are blocked by laser grids right now, but people have been able to get past them using stuff like swords and shoulder charge. I'll cover these things when they actually become available via the upgrades later in the season. This weapon is also capable of destroying those yellow security drones that you may have been seeing in hidden spots on the moon, Europa, and in heist battlegrounds. I'll have a video on all of their locations as soon as every location is available to access for everyone. This weapon is a 2-in-1 pulse rifle. You can shoot either 4 burst shots or 2 burst shots with range and stability bonuses depending on which mode you are in. This weapon also comes with intrinsic anti-barrier, which is pretty nice. The actual exotic part of this weapon makes it turn into a sniper rifle. As you get headshots with this weapon, a meter on the left side will slowly fill up. The more full this is, the more sniper shots you get when you transform the weapon, which is done by holding the reload button. The most amount of shots you can get is 4, but perhaps there's some synergy with 4th times the charm, which is a catalyst. These are hard-hitting sniper shots that were capable of taking out barrier shields in a Legend Lost sector in one shot, but higher difficulty stuff may take more. Using the pulse normally, it takes a couple of bursts to bring down a barrier shield in a Legend Lost sector, which is not too shabby. In terms of upgrading the pulse, I'm guessing that week over week, you'll be able to upgrade Hunter's Trace, which is the exotic perk, to unlock more of the first main perks, with the catalysts probably unlocking week over week as well. And that is all it takes to get the exotic pulse rifle. Hopefully the puzzles didn't hold you up too badly, because I definitely had an embarrassing moment of my own, but, you know, it happens to the best of us. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.